Hello YouTube, it's Ben here from Team America 1 coming at you with an updated deck profile. Yesterday I had locals. I got back home from my grandparents' house. I was there for this week, so that's why I haven't been uploading too much. But I got back at like 4, then I went to locals. And I went undefeated and got first place with Constellars, which was kind of fun, I guess. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I didn't really face any dragons or prophecy, which kind of is probably why I went undefeated and got first place. But regardless, I still had fun. The decks are still good. I didn't play any bad decks, so let's just get right into the profile, and then I can go through pairings after. So triple Pollux, triple Caos, triple Sombra, and triple Algae. Honestly, I opened the best I have ever opened against in every single duel. Like, I would always open a combination of these two cards and then one of these. So first turn shot clock, pretty much. And like it just helped me so much, but like those are pretty standard playing 3 of each. So then we have the double Thunder King. I still like this. Like I play around it, and it helped me out in my mono Mermail matchup. So, um, yeah, 2 maxi. Again, this is also really good. Um, this actually helped me win. I got Gallis locked, but I drew into an answer, so from maxi. And then I just compulsed the Gallis, which I didn't realize I could do. But yeah, I almost lost that match, surprisingly. It was a good deck though, and it was a friend, so. One bear, of course, bear. Bears just makes the deck so good. And then honest. Honest is just, oh my goodness. I always had it, like, like I said, I got super good draws. It's so good. But honest really is amazing. So against a mono Mermail player, I attacked over his Gaios with honest, and then main phase 2, I monster born my honest and bounced it back to my hand. So that was funny. He wasn't too pleased, but onto the spells. 3 tanky searches out your cows, which is probably what main constant card that you need, and then it also searches out your bear. So Reborn, Heavy, Book of Moon, Reinforcements, and Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice is in here just because I think that it's good late game, but a lot of people have been telling me that it isn't too great in the deck, and I can honestly agree with that. It's just that I don't know what else I'd play, maybe a third glance or something, but right now I like it in here, but I don't know. I'm still trying versions without it, so. Like I said, I do play 2 Lance. If I were to take out the Avarice, I'd throw in a third, most likely. Lance has also saved me so much. Like, I went into my M7, and then lanced and won, but because they had a Gaios on board. But double MST, again, this card's really good. And I have to move my cat, so sorry about that. And then triple Upstart. Again, I love this. It's pretty much like a 1-for-1. You give them 1,000, but that doesn't do too much because, I mean, you have ways to, it'll draw on your combo pieces. So when I didn't open that well, and I had like just 1 Pollux in hand, well nothing else, and then Upstart, I'd go Upstart, and then, oh, there's my Caos, or there's my Tanky, and there's my Pleiades. So, but yeah. And then for the traps, 1 Warning, 1 Judgment. It's fine. Warning is good, Judgment is good. I didn't use either one that much. I used Warning to warning Bahamut, but other than that, 2 Torrential, again, wipes the board, and then with Omega being a thing, yeah. 2 Compulse. Again, this card wrecks dragons and anything that exceeds, so 1 D Prison, and then 1 Bottomless. The D Prison, I only actually drew into it once, and that was against the Gallis player. Gallis is Medion, so that was good. Or not Gallis's, I D Prisoned, I'm sorry. And then triple Goku. Again, this card saved me so many times. It saved me in the Mono Mermail matchup again. He big-eyed my Thunder King. I had a Kaus on board. He had Kaus had 19 because there's a tanky. He tries to crash my Kaus. And then I just flip a Boku. I get the Thunder King back in my grave, and then next turn I go in, I get over his big eye, and I proceed to win the duel. But anyways, so that's it for the main deck. Onto the side deck. The side deck will be changing because I'm trying to pick up some deck lockdowns, but I'll show you what I take out for those. 2 Drawer Mocks. Again, so good. The third MST, because there are those rogue back row decks. So Dark Hole. Side deck 1 Dress. Just because my deck loses to monster effects trying to pop my stuff, so I sided this in, I think, once, but I never drew it. So double Zombie World. You guys probably think I'm crazy for this, but try it out if your deck can, and if it can, like, seriously, do it. This card hurts Prophecy so hard. It's so funny. For the deck lockdowns, I'd probably take out the MST and the Dress. And I'm being serious, like, if I was going to Nats, I'd keep this in my side deck, just because of how funny it is, and 2, how good it is against Prophecy, because everything is zombie. They cannot activate Wisdom, they can't power, like, it's just so good. It stops all their plays. So if they do have like the Star Halls and whatnot on board, and then they have a Kaiku, let's say, but your monster's bigger, you just activate with the Zombie World on board. They cannot power, plus Kaiku does not get the boost from the Star Hall because it's no longer Spellcaster. So, like, I don't know, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's also good against Dragon Rulers, I guess, if you want to think about it. Zombies in the grave. But then for the traps, 2 Curse Seal. Again, that hurts a lot of things. I sided this in against Evilswarm just to hit the Pandemic. That's all. Gozen. Again, this card's good for Evilswarm. Against Evilswarm, it's good against dragons. The only reason I say it's good against Evilswarm is because I did side it in. People like to side Thunder Kings against me, so they'll have like all their random crap. Also, if you flip Gozen on their rabbit, they can't grab it because their only targets are dark. I think the dark. But regardless, like, Gozen match hurts them as well. Double Soul Drain and double Mind Drain. MVP. Against water, like, so good. Against dragons, amazing. This against Prophecy is really good if they run Priestesses. But again, these 4 cards right here hit so many top tier decks. But yeah, and then onto the extra deck. Extra deck is very much the same. I haven't changed anything. I may be changing it for 2 Omega. Again, I just think this card's probably one of the best cards that you can go into, besides, of course, Pleiades. 1 Korea Speed. This card is MVP of the day. This card gets over Ophion. So 1, it's Constellar. 2, gets over the Ophion. And 3, if they have like 3,000 life points or less, or 3,300 life points or less, no board, and you can make this guy, it's automatic game, because he becomes a 34 beater. So again, this card's really good, MVP of the day. But yeah, 1 Photon Pappy. Again, this card is good. 1 Abyss Dweller. The card's amazing against water. It's amazing against dragons. So Star Liege, this is another MVP. Got me over a Dracosac, so again, Star Liege that Dracosac. Plus just being able to draw a card when it's destroyed by your opponent's card effects. But one Gemini Pearl, again, this is just a beater. I'm maybe taking it out, but right now I really like it in here. If I were to take it out, it'd probably become a My Stroke. One Shockmaster. The one regret that I did have was not running two of this guy, because I could have made him so many different times. But I shock lock almost every. I did shock lock every duel except for the Gallis, just because I didn't know what to call for Gallis, which because I never played it. But Volcasaurus, I made this against the Gallis lock. He had a Cephalon on board, so I just made this pop for game. So that was I was trolly. Triple Pleiades, card's too good. There's this Prophecy lock with this card. I'll have to show you it. I don't have this deck locked down, but Pleiades is just so good. Like making this guy, staring this guy in the face with two materials and back row. Like if I was the opponent, I would feel really bad, because anything that I do that would get over it is just gonna get bounced. Like, and plus the back row is also, I don't know, like, honestly, if I wasn't playing Constellars and someone played me with this deck, I'd be pretty terrified of this card. I am, even in the mirror match, like, Constellar mirror match is hard. Double M7, you got how many targets for this card? It's so good. Again, this card also won me games. I went M7 into this. After the Wabatu Thunder King thing, I drew another Callus and summoned it. I went into this guy. I added Honest back, and that's how I won that time, just because of Honest. But again, this card makes it work. It's really good. That's why it's probably the most expensive card of the deck. And then, of course, one Gaia Charger, because Gaia and this combo off to be very mean. Now for matchups. Round one, again, I faced the Gallis lock. I beat him the first game, so that was interesting. I beat him he beat me the second game. Cephalon plus Tragodia, plus a big Tragodia. Like, it really hurt. He Veilered my one out after drawing it off of Max C, so yeah, like, he beat me there. And then game 3, he had me in the lock. I managed to get out of it, but he brought me down to like 3,400, and he still had 8,000. So I was kind of upset at myself for just not realizing what was happening. So I went into double Pleiades and M7 in one turn, and then just went in, and then he couldn't really do anything after that. So and then after that, so I was 1-0. After that, I faced Tidal Mermail. I'm sorry. I 2-0'd that. That was pretty easy. Soul Drain did the trick. That's pretty much it. Round 3, I faced Tidal Mermail. Went into game 3. Game 1, I won fairly easily. First turn Shockmaster, Call Monsters game. He opened up pretty good, but again, everything was off trigger monster effects, so he couldn't do it. Round 2, it was a pretty grind game, but he did end up winning. Abyss Gallis came out before first turn, so I was kind of stuck, and I couldn't do anything. I stalled him out. I did minimal damage, but he just had all the answers. And then game 3, I opened Abyss Dweller Mind Drain, and then so I'm like, okay, good, I can stall out for 2 turns. And then I drew the Soul Drain, so I had Mind Drain, Soul Drain, Abyss Dweller, and then I just made a Pleiades, set Book of Moon, poke for game, pretty much, because he could do absolutely nothing. But yeah, so I won 2-1, so I was 3-0, and then final round I faced Evilswarm. Again, like I've said all the time, I say it every single time, pretty much, I make a deck profile about Constellars, but Constellars auto-win against Evilswarm. And it was proven. I didn't even side game 2, and I still won. Like, I 2-0'd him. Not to say that it wasn't, like, he was a good player. He was the only other undefeated. The thing is just, like I said, Constellar auto wins, and pretty much lack of side deck, I guess, for him as well. Like, he didn't know how Constellars work, so he wasn't prepared. And I feel that next format, like after the ban list, after I'm assuming Prophecy get hit, I hope. I feel that Constellars will be one of the best decks, if not the second best compared to Dragons. And I can see it. If Dragons get hit, who knows? Like, Constellars could be number 1. Being able to beat Mermails, being able to beat Dragons. They can beat Dragons, I just didn't play any. Being able to counter Evilswarms without a side deck, like, that's pretty good. So overall, but yeah, so like overall, I think it was a good tournament experience. I didn't pull very well out of my packs. I pulled a Coyote, so I pulled a Bad Secret, and then I pulled, what's it called? Mega Raptor. But yeah, so that's it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My cat did come and join us, but yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and just tell me what you think about the deck. Tell me what you think about the upcoming next format, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.